Hello. It's been a long week. Given everything, just a moment before I talk about what I'm doing and why I'm here this evening. For those of you that are already here, hi, happy Friday. And let me pull up some Discord stuff. And cool. Derpy Ninja, hello. Harbinger, how's it going, man? Happy Friday. Gosh, guys, I am so ready for these next few weeks to go by. I'm not going to talk about what it is, just because I always want there to be a very clear segregation between my work life and my personal YouTube type setup. And without getting into too much of the details, those lines are about to get a little bit more blurry. Nothing. It's pretty cool, but I'm not going to talk about it anyway. I'll let you infer whatever you want from that. But I'm not going to go into the specifics on what I'm doing. However, the main reason why I bring that up is over the past few weeks, I have been stressed out of my mind. It's been unbelievable. More stress than I've probably been under in a very long time, if maybe ever. And it's very nearly done with. In a couple weeks, I'll actually be going on vacation. That's going to be fantastic. And then shortly after that, I'll be starting with a new team at my job, doing something pretty cool. So I can't wait for that. Joel, no comment, my friend. Harbinger, what do you mean? What do you mean you were going to be productive? You can still be productive. I'm going to be productive, sort of. I'm having some fun with the Derpy dev stream again with the Windrunner. I've decided that I'm actually going to turn this into something a little bit more substantial than what I was originally. Before it was just me playing around, but I'm actually going to try to make something more of an actual completed type experience. This is not going to be a AAA title. This is not going to be a single A title, if that's even a category. This is going to be a C- title, but it's still going to be cool. So I'm excited for it. So since last time that I play since last week, since I showed you guys this last time, I couldn't resist it. I jumped into Unity over the week to just let my mind out and code some stuff that was fun, and I accomplished it. So let me walk, for anybody that followed along with that and is very curious about the project. Let me walk through the changes that I've made since the last time. So in the last stream, whenever it closed out, I had the movement working. And so if you're watching this for the first time, what I'm doing is I'm trying to replicate some mechanics from my favorite book series by Brandon Sanderson, the Stormlight Archive. In Stormlight Archive, there is a group of people that have a set of powers. These people are called, or their classification, I guess, is the Windrunners. They have the ability to basically manipulate gravity. So you're able to have gravity pull you at full strength above you. So if you have gravity pulling you at full strength above you and just normal gravity, you just kind of float there, right? You become weightless. However, they're also able to do that a second time. These are called lashings. You're going to hear me refer to them as that. So they can lash themselves up twice. Then that makes them fall up, basically as if gravity is just suddenly sucking them from above. Or they can do it in any direction, so forward, back, up, down, left, right, whatever it is, they're able to do that. So they're basically able to fly. And they do this by consuming Stormlight. I'm not going to go too much into it. If you enjoy books at all, or basically if you have an imagination, period, I don't care if you're into books yet, definitely pick up these books by Brandon Sanderson. Actually, every one of his books is amazing. I'm a hardcore fan of his, and it's worth getting into. So anyway, so Stormlight is what powers their Windrunner ability, and I recreated that, and I successfully made it to where you can actually do it. There were some bugs. specifically with the ability to turn off that ability. So the last time that I had this, you would press up on the touchpad, and you could get going really, really fast, and then suddenly I was unable to turn off the power, because before I would hover over the line that it was showing up, and I would squeeze the grip, and that would turn it off. However, there was a bug. Sometimes for whatever reason, I just couldn't interact with those anymore. I figured out what it was, and it was at a certain velocity, colliders in Unity stop behaving the way you would expect. In this case, I had some colliders that were trying to interact with it, trying to just observe when it was. That way, if I squeezed the grip, it would turn off, and that just wouldn't work. At high speeds, colliders don't work the way that you'd want. So instead of getting really, really fancy and trying to do all that, I decided, and in addition, the mechanic was not great having to turn them off anyway, because it was just kind of clumsy having to reach up at the right area and turn them off. So I decided to actually make them decay. This is kind of deviating from the book. This is just a way that I'm changing it to make the game more interesting and to have it. Sorry, I just got distracted. Let's do that. So instead of having it to where you had to turn it off, I have it to where it decay. You can also turn it off now, but it decays at a certain rate. The higher the strength that you give it, the longer it takes to decay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. This is good. How's this, guys? I don't know why the OBS filter is not liking this. Here, let's turn on. Oh, the blinding studio lights. That helps. Green. I don't know why OBS is suddenly like not keying as good as it used to. Like I thought it did better than this before. And I've got a pretty decent green screen. The fact that it's not taking this out. This is just the color. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with OBS. It used to have better keying than this. Here, one second. Let me actually take just 1 second to find out what this color is and key it out proper. Because somebody asked for it, and it's not a bad idea to just get rid of the green screen since I have the ability to do so. Copy this into a Photoshop area just so I can grab the color. Oops. That's a weird color. That's probably what's doing it. Cool. Copy paste doesn't work. There we go. That's what it was. Apparently, I just didn't like my color. Cool. How's that? Is that better for you? And done. How's that? All right. Jason, of course I've watched BattleBots, man. I grew up on that. Harbinger! Man! Alright, I'll get on with it. I was trying to make some person happy, and I can't make everybody happy. Man, alright, so anyway, so back to what I've changed. One, as I said, I gave the power the ability to just decay, so you don't have to manage it, and it also means that you do have to pay more attention to keeping powers open. So you can't just like give yourself a lashing straight up and then just like basically use that as just normal flying, because then if you're weightless, all you really needed would have just been one single lashing in any direction, and then you're going to fly that way once you become weightless. So I changed that, and then also I wanted to give myself something more interesting than oops, not that. Let's go a little bit closer. Then this as a scene. So the last time I played it, you basically started here and you're able to fly through it. Well, I decided to get a little bit more technical, and this is what I've been doing over the past couple of days, is I learned how to programmatically create meshes. So I know this looks like garbage right now. However, let me just kind of walk you through what my thoughts are. I want to give... So in Stormlight Archive, there is this place called the Shattered Plains, which is a series of plateaus, which I know that what I have right here is not plateaus. It's more of just a really long cavern. My plan is to eventually make this into a plateau. But for now, it's just a cavern. And you are able to fly through this, and my goal is to make it eventually so that if you just try going above it, one, you won't be able to collect Stormlight, which I'm going to have little Stormlight pieces all throughout here. So as you're flying through this, you have to collect those to keep your power levels up. And if you go too high, you won't be able to get them. And I also want to make it to where if you go too high, then like arrows start shooting at you or other various things. I don't know, some other obstacles. I'm also going to have other obstacles in here. Monsters, I don't know how ambitious I'm going to get with this entire project, but have more things in here so you're not just, flying as your only thing. In addition, eventually I want to make it to where they're actually plateaus. It's kind of hard to see it right here, but basically this is just like one big sheet with one big cavern. I'm going to make it to where there's actually proper plateaus so that, whenever you're going, you can actually branch out in multiple directions at some time, because it's basically just like a series of a bunch of different plateaus with just like, cracks all in it. Imagine like desert, like the, what are the, like the salt flats or something, that have like the crazy cracked, like sheets of clay. Anyway, at least that's how it's envisioned in my mind. All right, so now that you see this, let me just show you what it's like in VR. So first off, let me actually go to my player, and then I'll show you guys, for those of you that are interested, some of the code. All right, put them above, and yeah, I'm just gonna I'll leave it up here for now. Leave them above the cavern. All right, so this is my VR view. And I should be, yeah, I'm just ready to go. So I'm not going to have any mic while I'm in there, so you guys just get to watch it and observe, and then I'll come back and I'll get the mic on this side. Am I ready? I'm ready. And to make sure my chair's not in the way. This is where standing desks are fantastic. Actually, I may just keep standing for a while. I've been sitting most of the day anyway. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So, this is Windrunner. No sound yet, no special effects at all. This is just the movement mechanic. All right, so before I get into the actual cavern, just to show you what I mean by the flying ability. So if I go up once, all right, I did it twice actually. Sorry. Going up once puts a little line. Nothing really happens. If I go twice though, then I start flying up. Nothing really happened before because one up and one that way though, then I start flying because I'm kind of weightless. However, one here, the drag kind of keeps me from going anywhere. But if I put a bunch of them, then I can start flying. And different motions cancel each other out. These things are degrading as we go. All right, so now, if you try to fly, oh gosh. Ah! Okay, alright. Yep, see? Staying into the cavern is actually harder. Oh gosh! That's horrible. Okay. And forgive the blue lines. I'm gonna make those a little bit less horrible later on. All right, all right. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Ow! Go back in. Never actually tried making it all the way through this cave yet. It's actually really, really hard. I'm also gonna make it to where like touching the wall like loses points or something. I made it! Go on! Go on! Go! 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 You can get going like unreasonably fast. I will eventually limit that. And unreasonably fast going down to oh gosh! Fast enough to go through the ground apparently. Derp. I just realized that this whole time I was talking after I said I wasn't going to be talking because I wasn't going to have a mic, and so you guys probably didn't hear much of what I just said. Anyway, so that's I think you guys got the idea, even if you couldn't hear me. Is this Veridesk? Linac? I don't know. That's the only label I see so far. Yeah, Linac. That's the brand. I don't know. I found it in a garage sale. It was like $150 for this thing, where normally these things are a lot more expensive. So that was an awesome deal, and it works amazing. All right, Anthony. Anthony, no worries. You didn't put me on the spot, man. There's nothing you guys could do or say that would offend me, bother me, or anything. Like if somebody's an obvious troll, I'll just kick them. If you have a legitimate comment, I'll either address it or I'll tell you no. Like, it's not a big deal. Cool. So that's where I'm at. So any questions about sort of like where I'm going with this? Oh, I guess for what am I doing now? So let me go back and show the plateau again from above. So this is actually 3 separate plateaus. Come on, back up, back up, back up. So it's like these meshes, they were getting too big. Oh, and by the way, so these are all dynamically generated. I mentioned that before, but just kind of to show you, let me turn off a couple of these. And let me show you this one. So over here, I have a bunch of different settings that I'm able to play with. So let's make this thing much shorter. 250, and let's make it really smooth, and height of 1. So check this out. If I do that, oh, come on now. So in the very middle, there is a slight dip. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that the texture gets all weird like that. Oh, that's because the width is still crazy long. Anyway, there's plenty of things in this that I'm sure I could do significantly better, but as it is right now, so these are the settings that I have to play with. So let's say if I make this go to 50, bloop, it goes up higher. That is the height of the overall structure, and the smoothness here. Let's blow this thing up. Boom. That's where I get like the weird jagged edges. Let's go 200. And then smoothness is the wrong. Oh gosh, smoothness is obviously the wrong name for this. See, I don't even know what happens. Like, there's so many weird bugs that I found. For some particular variables, it can make like this top overlap. I don't even know. I haven't figured out what's causing that. There's so many things that I've just hacked together to make this happen. But anyway, so there's that. So let's take this back down now to something more reasonable, like 30. There's that, and let's change the width to, I don't know, 101. That'll make this wider in the middle. It actually makes the entire thing wider. I could be more efficient with this one because I'm just like projecting that out by a multiple of the total width that I do here, and that's just, I don't know, not needed. But it also makes that smoother, so let's take that up. Grid length, let's make this 500, and let's make it less smooth again. Yeah, there we go. So, nice, fun little cavern. So this is easy mode right here, right? Just being able to fly through it, and then I can increase this value here to make things go absolutely bonkers. Not very bonkers right there. Let's go more bonkers. Okay, getting there. Still easy mode. Let's go nuts. Boom. Okay, nuts. Oh my gosh. So this kind of level would require you to go very slow. There's just no way that you'd be able to navigate these turns effectively. But so anyway, so that's what I have doing. So you have to have the blue lines. No, so that's just indicators for me to know where the lashings are. And in fact, while I'm here, there was one thing that I wanted to do. Oh, no, not yet. So right now, where's the camera? Because I'm going to be using my hands to try to show you something. Hello, Fainith. How are you? I'm doing good. So right now, the center mass, like where those lines come out from, is supposed to be like right in the chest, because that's kind of where things are in this series. Anyway, so I have a sphere that's stuck in the chest, and then all those lines point out from where you are. I want to move that ball forward, make the ball kind of like either invisible or just partially transparent or really, really small, and then make smaller lines coming out there that way. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet, but I need some way of representing where these, where your markers are. And actually, it may not be as required anymore. So managing those lines by removing them with the grip, I found that was just kind of an uncomfortable experience. However, having them decay, it removes your need of seeing them, because you don't really need to remove them because they decay on their own naturally. Like, guys, I don't know. I'm kind of rethinking how I'm doing this, because it was necessary. Now it's not so much, because as you saw me whenever I was flying around, I paid no attention to the lines that were currently there because they decay pretty quickly. You just kind of have to keep them up to date. So yeah, you know what? I'm dropping that. The concept of those lashings is no longer important. I'll keep them coded just for like debug purposes, but I'm going to get rid of the view on them. So let's that's already not visible. Let's get rid of the render here. Get rid of the render here. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Yep, flying still works. Nothing visible. Yep, so good call out. Like it was good to have it at first, but with how I've changed things. Am I going down now? Yeah, there we go. I guess I got higher than I thought. Wow, kind of hard to tell with just like a weird static, horrible background. So that's one area that I'm gonna have some trouble with whenever I like complete this, is making this look something not quite as hideous, because I'm not good at that piece. Hey, Andres. Use particle streams. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. So in exchanging these heavy markers with something else. So maybe have it to where you can just kind of see more markers above you. So maybe where it doesn't like come out of your chest the way I have it right now, but maybe like in a pretty big sphere around you, maybe I can make it to where that's a little bit more obvious. Yeah, I like that idea. I'll probably do that. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Yeah, the way they look right now is completely just placeholder debug line type stuff. So yeah, I probably will go with the particle system, and I probably will make them. I don't know if I'll make them change color. I'll probably just make them reduce in total particle count, maybe. So, all right. So where am I at? So I want to make these plateaus, in addition to just like going back and forth like this, the way that I currently have it, I want to try to make them like curve and follow more lines right there. So, here, because I just glanced on this, big thanks to this guy right here. I'm going to give him a shout out real quick. World of Zero.
If you write anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all.
Hello, Internet. Today we are going to be playing
this guy, I watched his tutorial, or his kind of walkthrough. It's kind of a very similar thing to what I do in terms of like a Derpy dev stream, although he seems more competent than I am. But anyway, so after about an hour of him just like doing trial and error and trying to figure things out, he went through and explained a lot of the concepts, and that helped me a lot. So I was able to take that and modify the concepts that he was doing to more fit what I needed. His was just a grid, and it really didn't do anything. It was just a flat grid. And in mine, I'm actually, modifying it more dramatically. Make some tunnels to go through. Tunnels. How would I even do tunnels with this right now? I think tunnels will have to come later. I will have to rethink how I'm doing this entirely. So, yeah. I know a more competent developer could absolutely do this. Right now, with how novice I am to these messages, and this is some complicated stuff, by the way. Or at least it was complicated to me. Like, you have to... first, you have to declare like where in space you want all of your vertices, and you have to make triangles out of them. You have to do all these various things in order to make this stuff happen. So there's quite a lot of stuff here. Duplicate and mirror vertically. That could work. I always want there to be a sky though, because the whole point of this is that it's a cavern, or it's a set of plateaus with caverns all around it. So that's where I eventually want to go with this. Eventually, I want to change it to where, like, because right now I am making a straight line, and then I'm carving out the center. What I want to do though is just make a grid and then like press down where these caverns would be in like circles or like cavern-like shapes or plateau-like shapes, the way they describe them. So that's how I eventually want to change this. So I'm just kind of learning for this. I'll eventually probably scrap this and just go make a big flat grid and then like kind of cut shapes into it. In terms of like doing tunnels, it'd be possible. I think for the tunnels, though, it's probably going to be more from like debris. So maybe like a massive tree trunk or like a bridge. Bridges are a huge part of the first set of the series. So I think having like bridges that go over it, so you do have to go under some things. I think that's probably going to be the way to go. Cool. All right, so what am I doing right now? So I want to make it, before I go and I completely try to re-architect all this, I want to make it to where I can try to curve this. And this is actually going to be pretty difficult for me, because this requires a level of math that, unfortunately, with my high school education, I didn't get. So I need to figure out how I can bend this. And I probably won't actually bend it. I'm probably just going to end up like shifting it more in wider areas. Oh, how am I don't know. So if I just shift it left, as of right now, because of the way that I'm processing through it, it would just make it a very tight bend to the left. So actually, I do need to figure out how to rotate this. So that's where I'm going to try to go for the next few minutes. So right now I have this offset. I need to add more to it. Yeah, I don't even know if this approach is going to work for this. Not without making this incredibly complicated. Google and copy paste the answer I find usually. Yeah, there's that. I've been having fun just sort of figuring this out though. Like, I looked up just sort of the concept of how to build meshes programmatically, and then I've sort of just like trial and errored it since then. All right. So first off, let's go with the brute force approach to this first. So I can make it to where if I want to bend to the left, I can, one, start moving the entire thing over. So the way, like these slices, I'm able to move everything over, offset it by a little bit. And then also, if I'm offsetting, I can just offset the right or the left side less. So basically, grow the width of the cavern and then make one of them go farther. I think that could work. All right, so and then depending on the size of the bend, that will go, that gap will increase. Okay, so first off, determining when to bend. So as of right now, I'm using a lot of Perlin noise for this, which is fantastic. I will probably continue this, and maybe, do I want to keep Perlin noise, or do I want to maybe just make it more standard random for whenever I start? Yeah, Perlin noise I don't think really does what I want it to do here. Or does it? Yeah, it does. So Perlin noise could work fantastically for this. So right now I'm having it to where it just adds a generic value onto it. However, if I capture when Perlin noise is kind of at its peaks, I can maybe just add some exponential growth to that. Which, by the way, Perlin noise is a way of adding like sort of random variances. Well, it's not actually random at all. It's completely deterministic. But it allows you to add random values that sort of oscillate in what looks to be like a random fashion, but it always stays close depending on where it is on a flat graph, like with X and Y coordinates. It gives you a variable offset. This is fantastic for like terrain generation because it allows you to have a like a two-dimensional graph, and allows you to basically have spikes that are up and down, and it's smooth, like so you can have like mountains and you can have dips in it. So it is a fantastic way of creating like a big terrain thing with mountains and rivers and other things, because you can make it to where if it's below a certain rate, then that's a lake, or if it's above a certain amount, then that mountain needs like snow capping. So I'm going to use this, and I am just going to make it to where if Perlin noise gives us a value that is above a certain amount, then we throw it out. Or like by throw it out, I mean like throwing out by amplifying the amount. So first off, Perlin noise as it is right now. Let me check to see what it spits out for us. I don't remember. I think it's 0 to 1. Maybe it'll just tell me. Generate T-Lane. Thanks. Generates 2D Perlin noise. That doesn't tell me what the value is, man. Alright, let's check this out. What? Obsolete APIs. I got rid of those. Whatever. There we go. Alright, so the values here so far, oh that's right, because I'm multiplying it by a lot. Let me grab the raw value first. So just grab this value. You met Ken Perlin? Is that the guy that made this stuff? The Perlin noise concept? If so, that's crazy. Okay. So it looks like it is 0 to 1, maintaining close to 5. That makes sense. Wait. He's still going? Why are you taking so long? That's weird. How's my CPU right now? It's fine, I'm not doing that much calculations. Okay, so I guess logging out Perlin noise values and calculating it twice, I guess that's more expensive than I thought it would be. Fascinating. Alright, so let's turn off 2 of these plateaus. Okay, I'm getting the idea of what I need though. It is maintaining, yeah, okay, so it's averaging at 5. So anything that is, okay, cool. I'm going to do less than 0.3. Dana, I'm sorry. Speaking of which, I'm saving. Oh, we don't have Mr. Cop here to tell me when to save. That's right. That means it'll be the first time I crash in a while. All right. So just real quick, just to find out, is that really what's making this take so much longer? Is my logging statement? Wow. Okay, that's really bizarre. But apparently, having an extra logging statement, like, because now I can just like refresh it. Like you can't tell what's going on here, but it's like it's. Here, let me go in a little bit closer. You should be able to see it here. Oh, now it's taking a while. Man, what is going on? This like took no time at all previously. Let's start that again. Okay, it's there. Refreshing it. There. Okay, so I think I just checked it while it was not ready. There it is. Okay. So yeah, I guess logging it twice just is that all it needs. Okay. So right now I have some really stupid code in here for checking when things are like on the outside edges, because right now this is like a flat sheet and I basically have it to where if it's the 40%, I think I left it at 40%. No, 65%. Wow. So basically only the middle 40% is, yeah, that's how that works. The middle 40% is, or 35% is actually that dip. The rest of it is projected out. Andreas, you're asking me questions that I do not even know what you're asking. Have you considered generating the terrain via normal map in a plane? What do you mean? Is that an easier way than what I'm doing right now? Alright, so now I want to do if noise. I'm going to multiply it. Okay, so now I'm going to have just another check down here. If noise is greater than 0.7, then I'm going to hurl out okay, so there's two things here. So I can, because of the way I'm scanning this, I can know which is the left side and which is the right side based off of where it is on the center. So if noise is greater than 0.75, I also need to check to see if the center is greater than, or if the z value is greater than center. Kind of like what I'm doing here. Yep. All right. If z is greater than center, then just to try this out, let's yeah, let's multiply the vert z times 10. Let's see what happens there. Oops. Wow. I mean, that did something. I can't tell you exactly what it was that I just did, but it's something. So it definitely hurled it out more. However, if noise, oh, right. Okay, so I am multiplying it by 5. Okay. All right, so I need to separate this. All right, let's rename this to. All right, so. Noise offset, because that's really what I'm using it as. And let's make another thing called noise. And now I can change this one to actually noise. And that should do it. Let's see what happens. Something happened. Oh! Hey! There it is! Okay, so it's working. Let's maybe not multiply it by 10. At least not yet. So we're going to need to... let's have it be a multiple of the noise. Yeah, so let's just trial and error. So oops, let's do noise times noise. Wait, noise is right now like 5. Okay, so let's do, actually let's do noise times 10. Oh wait, vert z plus noise times 10. So instead of multiplying it by 10, let's add it to the noise by a factor 10. Okay, so this should make it much less dramatic. Here's one. Okay, so right now it's not smooth at all. It's just sort of like pumping it out, and that makes sense. So I'm going to need to make this fall off depending on how far away it is. Okay, so that's fine, but it's getting there. Yeah, that looks right awful at the moment. All right, and saving. Thank you. And can I make custom emojis in here? Maybe we should do that in Discord. That'd be kind of fun. All right. So to make it okay, so instead of noise, I want to do a... Is it a power of the noise? No. Let's do... Oh, wait, hold on. Let's just actually make the noise a multiple of itself. So right now, noise is 0.5 on average. 0.5 times 0.5 is 0.25, so that won't work. I can't just do a power of it. Let's do... So why don't... Actually, let's not have it to where... Okay, let's change this. Let's okay, so let's just make them the... Oh, where's my... Oh. Okay, so that made it not as... Oh, I just can't see it anymore. Let's see if I can see it from above like this. It's kind of hard to tell. All right, let's make it a lot more dramatic just so I can see what's going on. Times 50. Dodgeball! Awesome! Let me know what you end up doing, man. Hey, Steez! How's it going, man? To return the favor that you do every time, Steez TV? Drop your URL in there, man. Actually, yeah, you might not have permissions to do it. Twitch. Steez. Oh, I'm not even logged in. Come on now. No wonder I can't just go to my friends list. Yeah, Steez TV. I thought that's what it was. There we go. He does a lot of VR streaming as well. All right, so that is what is going on here. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. You know, I really can't use Perlin noise for this because Perlin noise is going to bring it back in like these waving patterns. I need it to where. No, I need to control it separately than Perlin. This is not what I want. I want it to where it's just more of like a random deviant that is like wide sweeping. Okay, so moving on. That test has failed. I should already have a... Oh, I have a noise seed here. That's right, that's what I'm doing there. Let's create a new random. All right. So how am I going to use this? So a random is between 0 and 1 inclusive. So let's do it so that... Okay. So... I'm going to... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check for random values. So I'm not going to save this like this turn seed. I'm going to be checking for random values, and if the Perlin noise rises above a certain threshold, it's going to initiate a dramatic turn. And then I'm going to keep on checking for that noise value, and if the Perlin noise ever gets to the opposite extreme, then I will change the direction again. Or maybe just revert. I don't know. This is hard. I don't think this is the right way of doing this. Like, this seems so convoluted to try to keep this to where I'm turning it by just like moving it back and forth. This has such limited use. This is not how I actually want to be doing this stuff. But I'm kind of just like bullheading through this. Is that even a phrase? Bullheading? I don't even know. You guys get the idea. Bullheadedness to try to just kind of push through it. And yeah, and then I will do this properly later on. All right. Or better yet, let's just let's do that here. So if the x value happens to hit a random, so what? Yeah. So if at an x iteration, if random.value is greater than 0.9, so 10% of the time it has a chance of dramatically altering the course. Let's just change this here. Float alter course equals 0. Alter course equals a new random. So this will be the percentage of change. So maybe you can actually have, like if it's a 1, maybe you can have like a full like right angle or left angle, whatever it is. It's always a right angle, but you a right angle to the left or a right angle to the right. I'm an idiot sometimes. Okay, so. Yeah, so let's do this. And Steez, I will show you the thing. Just give me 1 second. Let me just try this one last change, and then I will stop it. And then I will show it again. And I don't have too much longer, so I may not. This Derpy dev stream may be like completely useless. But let's do this. So if alter course is greater than 9. Okay, so let's do this again. If alter course does not equal 0, if it's not 0, then it's going to make it 0. So we're basically going to have it to where it has a 10% chance to start deviating, and then at any point in time it has a 10% chance to undeviate. And actually that's going to be pretty high because we're checking a lot of these things, so it's actually that's not going to be high enough. So let's do 99. So 1% chance, 5% chance. Okay, we'll play with these numbers to figure out how it goes. All right, so alter course, and alter course will be a number between 0 and 1. Cool. Now we have the C offset, and this is how I'm shifting things left and right. And let's do alter course equals random value times. Actually, let's do 50 for now. So that would be a 50 tile change potentially up to 50 tiles. And I'll need to make this smooth. So I'm going to add a Perlin noise calculation on top of this. My gosh, I'm going to be doing a lot of these things. Are these... Yeah, so I need to do... No, I don't need to do Perlin noise. I just need to have it... Yeah, I do. This is going to look so bad. In almost all cases, it's going to be a very dramatic thing the way I have it right now. I can make it fall back. Okay, I'm thinking through this right now. So basically I need a way of, because I can easily make it smooth into it. Making it smooth back based off of what I have, how I have it right now, won't work with just the way I have this coded up right now. So... Okay, so Boolean. No, sorry, that's Java. Okay. This is getting a little bit better now. Okay, so if random value is if is altering course, then have a check to turn it off. Better yet. Wait. Simple toggle. Okay. So if we ever get a random value that is greater than 95, it will simply toggle it by setting is altering to the opposite state of what it currently is. Okay, easy enough. And now we can do if is altering then we can increase the alter course amount. Okay, and we're still going to have to play with things like if it's greater than beyond center or not, but for now this is okay. So actually, is it? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, actually I need to move this. So now we at least know if it is altering. Okay. And then here. That goes away. Okay. So if it is altering course, then I'm going to increase it. And this is going to be happening at, no, this right now is happening at the per y. Nope, I do need to move this back up here. Okay, so I want this to be at the slice going lengthwise. So I'm going to alter it based off of this. So this is just going to be a multiplier now. Yeah, that's fine. Alter course rate, that's fine. All right, let's just play with this for now. Alter course rate increases. Alter course rate decreases. That's fine. So that will make it go out, and I'm going to want to make it a little bit more extreme, but for now this is okay. So this is going to be the alter course rate, and we will multiply this to the z. Actually, let's just add it to it. So let's give this a shot. Let's see what happens. So now at this point we should have some areas, and actually let's crank this thing up to like something stupid for now. So that way it's a little bit more dramatic, so I can see it on the values. And we're going to go to plateau. Let's make this thing longer. Oh, it's already huge. Okay, let's go. Something happened. This is not what I had in mind. If is altering course, alter course rate plus equals random value times 100. So this could be, oh, that's a pretty big X. That's really big, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. If it is not altering course, it's going to check to see if the altering course, oh. Wait, no. Greater than 0. Course rate. I don't think that's what caused it, but that is something that needs to happen. Okay, that helped. Maybe that is actually what I was kind of looking for, but apparently spiking at 95 is much more common than I would expect. Let's try this. I guess there's a lot of values in there. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, see, that's really weird right there. I was thinking that it should last longer than this. I'm adding it, I'm not multiplying it, so it couldn't be like multiplying on negatives. Okay, that's only going to hit the side, so it's going to overwrite that if it's on the far sides. That's really weird. This shouldn't be triggering it. so often. Nah. Okay, so something's wrong in terms of how I'm adding on to it. So I must be overriding this in some cases, because there are obviously big gaps where so this is about like what I would expect. Yeah. Okay. Meaning that this gap right here is about what I would expect for it to look like. However, these jagged things in the middle, obviously not what I'm looking for. Okay. And wait a second. Wait a second. There, okay, that makes a lot more sense now. I forgot to delete the stupid lines, or the whenever I copied it over. Okay, so this is obviously not a happy case right now. Oh my gosh! What even happened here? It just stopped. Where did... Oh no. Okay. So right now I'm having both the left and the right side be projected out dramatically. So now I need to only apply, I need to, if it's, yeah, I need to apply a modifier here. Oh my goodness. This is Unity. Alright, so if C is less than center. And that's where that came in. Okay, that makes sense. Alter course right at that percentage. Actually, I do want to do that by 10, I think. 10? No. 5. Yeah, we'll play around with these. And alter course amount. If less than center is going to be alter course rate. Let's just do times -1 for now. Oh, no, this is actually going to make it, like, bow out. I don't want it to do that. I want it to have the option of going left or right. I guess we can decide that whenever we decide to alter course. There we go. So alter direction, if the random value is greater than 5, then I'll give it a 1, otherwise a -1. that's fine. So then I can use that to multiply it here. Oh, no, that's not true. If C is less than center, if altered direction is less than 0, then apply it. Otherwise, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's fine. And else alter course amount equals this divided by 2. So we'll make it move at half the rate. I don't know. This is probably completely wrong. Actually, I don't even need to do that anymore. At least I shouldn't need to. Yeah. I don't think I need to check for center anymore. Yes, of course I do. Of course I do. Gosh, why am I being so dumb tonight? Okay, so that's moving it, and then yeah, I have this part wrong. Yeah, gosh. Okay, so I have this completely backwards. So if center is, oh my gosh. So I need to check to see if it's the side that it's bending on. Guys, this is why this is called the Derpy dev stream. So I need to find if which side that's bending towards, and then I need to have the side that it's bending towards project out farther than the side that it is not bending towards. Oh, right. That's, oh my goodness. Okay, so if it's less than center. Okay, if alter direction is less than 0, good, we're moving left. Then we need to do it by that amount. Okay, else, then we need to have it go the other way at half speed. There we go. Times alter direction. So if it's -1, that's what it will happen. If it's greater than 1, then it will move right at half speed. Okay, so this is right. Else, if it is greater than center, if alter direction is greater than 0, then do this. Otherwise, move it at that direction at half speed. Okay, let's give that a shot. And I currently have that going up at 5. Okay. It's getting there, I think. Sort of. What? Okay, so for every x, it could be going up by 5. Oh my gosh. Where is this even go? Oh, and then it's curving back. Ah, okay, so that's where that bend is. So that's whenever we've set it back, and then now it's coming back again. Okay, so got it. So let's actually decrease its increase amount. Where are we? Let's just do it by a random value, because that would be a very small change per, otherwise it could be negative. I don't know. Let's see. Why do I keep going nuts? Whoa. My wife just whistled off in the corner, scared the bejeebas out of me. That's weird. That's weird too. That shouldn't happen. Dinner's ready? Okay, be down in just a minute. There, hey, look at that, look at that, look at that. It did it, it did it. Yay! And it actually looks fair, okay, except for this part right here, but it actually looks pretty similar to what I had in mind, which is it turns off dramatically. However, I want it to maintain that more, and I also need to smooth out whenever we turn it off. So I don't want it to just be an on or off thing the way it currently is. I want it to be more of just a gradual change. So I think I actually need to preserve those X values because I actually want it to be able to go like this way and then keep on going straight again. So I think I actually need to preserve raw X and Y offsets based off of these values. Okay, so that's probably going to be for another time. But for now, let's make this longer by double. Ah! The heck did I just do? Hey guys, I've made tunnels. I don't know what just happened. Like I have no idea. Like I really should probably figure this out. But you know what? I'm gonna keep this one because this is what I want to play. Oh my gosh! Like there is no way out of this cave. I have made. Wow! How did this happen? Derp. This is so much derp. But it's a happy little accident, isn't it? Because we made tunnels, sort of. Okay, so where is my player object? Before I leave here, I want to go and play it. All right, I can probably find it. So I'm going to go and jump into VR. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to switch audio. Switch over to the game view. There we go. And controllers are here. Ah. Turn on. There we go. Okay, where's my cave? There's my. Oh, well, I think I see it. Sort of. Wow, it's really far away. Go super fast. Oh gosh! No! All right. Here we go. Wow, this cave is huge. It's so much bigger than it looks in the game or in the monitor. Okay. Yeah! Oh, this is so cool. I'm keeping this. I don't care if it's a bug or not. Whoa! Okay, lines might be useful. I had no idea I was going backwards. Okay. No, too much. Ah! Yay! Freedom! Oh, that's so awesome. All right, wait. I want to go back in. Come back in. Catch me. Oh, okay. And oh. Okay. Ah! No! No, gosh! Yeah! That sounds amazing! Oh, guys, this is fun! All right. Okay. So I want to give you guys the chance. That's something I'll need to fix. Right now, I'm currently not reducing the index. My last one, I'm not reducing it. I'm actually not deleting it from my list. There we go. I just saw a bug. Okay, so release date soon. No, I have no idea. I can upload this and let you guys play it here. Let me turn these tunnels back on. I don't know how this is going to behave, but I will spread them out a little bit. No, I won't do that. Yeah, I will. I'll give you guys a couple plateaus because right now I don't have any way of you generating them. So yeah, I was afraid of this. So whenever it gets to 1, now that it's not smooth the way it was before, that goes kind of ballistic. That's okay. You guys can play around with it. There's another tunnel. Gosh, that is so weird. Okay. Does anybody want to play this? Like, is this worth me, like, zipping up and uploading for you guys? Can we get an exhaust port at the end? What do you mean? Death Star. Oh, yeah. That's really similar. Oh my gosh, that would be really cool. Right at the very end, like dropping a grenade down some hole. But you have to drop it ahead of time, right? Because the velocity is going to make it go nuts. Let's do... I don't know what I'm doing. Derp. Send to compressed. Has it both? Yep. File Zilla. Oh man, this should totally have Womp routes. We should just like merge all of my favorite books, movies, games. I should just like steal bits and pieces out of everything, and that way I can get sued by like the entire entertainment industry. That'd be great. Where is my Derpy dev stream folder? Derpy! I forgot. Put it in just Derpy. Tribal's Derpy Windrunner V2 is uploading now. I will add it to a link. Yeah, they would have to. They would have to. I saved it before. It saves whenever you build it. I think. I don't know, but I saved it for sure. Thank you though. Why aren't you transferring? There we go. Go, Daddy. What are you doing? Why do you take so long? There we go. V2 is up. Let me know what you guys think of the updated mechanic. Again, there's no menu or anything, but it's just the only controls in the game right now that matter are pressing up and down on the touchpad. Or sorry, where you press it determines how strong of a lashing that it creates. But cool. All right, I'm gonna go get some food, and then afterwards, gosh, what time is it? Yeah, it's 8. Afterwards, I'm going to try jumping back into Orbis. If it is daytime, I'm going to play some more of it. I won't be streaming it. I don't have the time to do like the entire streaming and recording setup tonight. But maybe tomorrow I might take the time to set that up and play some of that. But all right, guys, thanks for hanging out. And that concludes yet another Derpy dev stream. Bye, guys.